Solution that we both work hard to be the partner that the other one deserves.
That's all I ever wanted.
The secret got married young and fast.
I mean, I'm not even the same person I was when we first met. I just feel like I'm outgrowing. You know what? I deserve the perfect woman.
Well, you are a very lucky woman, Secret. You know that what we're doing is dangerous, right?
Who is the jewelry for, Tehran?
You know what you're doing?
You got something you want to tell me, Kurt?
Gotta evolve.
Say it, don't touch me.
I am not going to stand here and fight you over a man who has clearly made his choice. Do you think he just woke up one day and decided he didn't love me? Don't keep the wrong secret from him.
To actress extraordinaire Miss Denise Boutte. How are and you have a movie Secrets coming out tomorrow. How exciting.
Yeah. Very exciting.
Yes, and you played the role of Miss Victoria Campbell, who I say is a determined, powerful woman who gets what she wants. How was it playing that role?
You know, I get the question a lot as to whether or not I'm okay playing bad girls, and I'm like, why not? I guess I have a bit of a reputation starting out with, Trina and Why Did I Get Married? So I honestly don't mind. I mean, what woman doesn't want to play the powerful vixen, that's motivated by... In this case, means that, for reasons you really kind of don't understand. And
right.
What exactly it is that this power-hungry, vixen is after. Is she, there to try to ruin a relationship? Is she there to make a power move, to move up the corporate ladder? What exactly is her motivation? So she's a very complicated character, and I don't mind playing, those characters because they're fun. It's kind of like you get to live vicariously through an alter ego
exactly.
And repercussions. So it was fun. Definitely fun.
If you could describe Victoria in about 3 words, what would those 3 words be?
Determined, focused, and scandalous.
Scandalous. Okay. So how was it? What would you say the hardest part was about playing that role?
I mean, it's kind of my wheelhouse, I guess you would say. But in order to make sure that you don't breathe the same type of life into your characters and make them all the same, you have to find something very unique, something intricate, something different, a different motivation for each of your characters. So for me, even though this is kind of the character, it's kind of like my go-to, you have to make sure that you differentiate. You have to make sure that you're giving the audience something to look forward to, and it's not the same, stuff, different day. So that is always something I'm very, very cautious and conscious of and focused on, making sure that I breathe a different sort of life or whatever into each of these characters. But I mean, I think something I learned, because I'm also a producer on this film, is that, I have projects of my own.
Exactly.
And, in working with Tressa, this was the first time that, she as a book publisher was taking one of her own titles and converting it into film. So anytime you're working with someone that this is their first go round on the movie train, like I've done lots of first time film projects, with producers. And it's always quite a learning curve, and it's always, I would say, much bigger than they expect it to be. Like, everybody in their grandma thinks they're a film writer, they think they're a writer, they think they're a producer, they think they're, But what was different about Tressa is that, first and foremost, I love the fact that it was a family affair.
Yes.
Tressa is very focused on when I grow, when I succeed, when I achieve, I'm taking my village with me. And we are all going to learn, we are all going to grow, we are all going to be loyal together. And I have a huge, overwhelming respect for that because I'm very much so that person. I'm from the South, and that's our whole thing. It's like, when I make it, we all make it together. We're not going
exactly.
We're going to be in the struggle together. And
exactly.
We're going to do awards or whatever together. And, the folks that are with you in the beginning stages are the folks I'm loyal. You know, maybe sometimes loyal to a fault, but I'm taking you with me. The folks that believed and gave a crap when nobody else did are the folks that are, when I win, we're all going to win together.
Exactly.
And Tessa had that sort of mentality, but again, you know, Maggie and I became like such good friends because when we were, you know, beating the streets or whatever and doing this thing, but her village is a very beautiful village. She's got really, really strong, powerful females that are also humble. They were willing to learn. They were willing to, you know, because I've, you know, been on this, you know, road in this train several times before, they were willing to listen to our take on our characters, willing to, you know, listen to our take on, you know, even some of the shots, you know, or what it is that we wanted to achieve in the scene. She was open. And she was the person that you noticed was definitely her first, but not her last. There are several projects I have done where you're just like, whoop, you know?
Well, this was nice.
And there's so many moving parts to it.
Right.
And people don't understand until they actually get in it. It sounds all glitz and glamorous and ooh la la, making a movie, but in order for you to come out with something successful and something that you can really and truly be proud to put your name on, you gotta put in work.
Yeah,
and
right.
Not only did she do that, she had a beautiful village, but promoting this thing, she was, nonstop, and making sure people were aware of it. And to get your first film, your first go round on BET is such a
major.
I mean, BET gets thrown this, that, and the other every other day. So the fact that her very first creation is going to be showing on BET, like that in itself is huge. I mean, and even some of the film festivals that we were able to get into and screen the movie at were very of the highest caliber. So shout out to shout out to Maggie, shout out to Tam, shout out to, you know, everybody that was a part of this thing, you know, from hair to makeup to everybody that was affiliated with it. There were so many moving parts, and I tell you, if something wasn't running right, she was quick to adjust. She was quick to, you know, switch gears and get it back on track or whatever in the most professional way possible. So it was just very exciting to be a part of it, and I just can't wait to see, you know, where she goes from here, because if that's where she started,
right,
she's about to like literally shoot out of the stratosphere. So
that's exciting to hear. Is it being a producer and the actor at the same time? How is it juggling that hat?
you know what? I started in corporate America for almost 5 years. I was in advertising. I was an account director, and so that's more of my natural position, honestly. I mean, controlling the stuff behind the scenes. I'm extremely organized. I'm a Capricorn by nature, and I like to figure out the moving parts behind the scenes. And so when I first moved to Los Angeles, I knew that creating, you know, projects of my own was going to be a part of my journey. And of course, Tyler Perry himself, that was one of the first, you know, pieces of advice he gave. He's like, look, you're a smart girl, but don't always depend on other people to give you an opportunity. Create your own. And so my manager, you know, and I, you know, started putting our, you know, heads together and bringing in the, you know, moving parts that we didn't like. I don't necessarily like to write dialogue, so I'm not necessarily a script writer, but I'm amazing at concepts. I'm amazing at pitching, you know, putting together, you know, those kind of documents, or even shorts in order to, you know, show people the concept, because everybody's visual now. You know,
right.
You have to have a screener of some sort in order to, you know, for people to really get it. They don't necessarily want to read, you know, a treatment on paper. They want to see the vision. And so we've worked together and have quite an impressive stable of, you know, projects. And I know, like, right now is a fine time to be, you know, have that in your arsenal, because everybody's looking for content. Everybody and their grandma's now got a streaming network.
Right.
Everybody's looking for content. And so all that stuff that we've worked on for more than a decade and refined and modified and brought, you know, to the peak of its existence, it's ready, you know, and when the right person comes along or whatever, we're ready to go. So I just think that producing is a natural part of my profession. The acting thing, I think, was a little more unexpected because it was something that I kind of felt intuitive.
We're doing great at it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it.
No problem.
So it's fun. I mean, it felt good. It felt natural. I was like, what is this? And just tried it on for size, and I was like, this feels good. You know, why not be? Why not? And, you know, you can't just get in front of the camera and everybody thinks like, oh, you could just act. No, I mean, I got my derriere in class. I, got my nose in the right. I'm still in class till this day. You know,
Exactly.
you don't stop learning and developing, and in order to, give the industry its proper respect, you have to continue to evolve. The business changes, and the characters change, and you have to stay on your P's and Q's.
Exactly. So, of course, Secrets premieres tomorrow on BET.
On BET, yes, sir.
So, of course, your character, Victoria Campbell, there are so many Victorias around the world that are going to be tuning in.
Oh, Lord.
How do you want them to walk away from the movie?
I think these days this is not a critique of, anybody or how they live their lives. Everybody's different. I'm getting a little feedback. Can you hear it?
I think Denise and Juwan are joining us now.
We did just join in. Okay, so Denise and Juwan, I guess you guys can take it from here.
Thanks, Denise.
Denise, I'll see you in a couple weeks, okay? Okay, boo, love you. Yay, love you too, babe. All right, later.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we are now joined in by the director of Secrets, Mr. Juwan Lee, and the lady who plays Secret Jenkins herself, Miss Denise Lawton. How are you two today?
Hello.
I'm doing good. We're doing good.
First off, can either one of you keep a secret?
I'm a Taurus. I'm very loyal and very good at keeping secrets. I tell all my business, but I don't tell anybody else's business.
Yeah, I just don't want my mouth in general, so you're not gonna hear nothing from me.
Now, of course, this movie involves deadly and misleading secrets. Have you ever had to keep a secret of that magnitude before?
I have, yeah.
I haven't.
I work with a lot of people in the hood, so.
Certain things like that, maybe not relationship-wise. So yeah, maybe just like, ghetto comments, ghetto hood stories, kind of keep a lot of things to yourself.
Right. So Denise, how would you describe Secret Jenkins in about 3 words?
That's interesting. Let's see. Dedicated.
Okay.
Determined. And sympathetic.
Okay. Now, was it hard to step into her shoes for the role?
For a lot of reasons, yes. One, I don't have children yet, so just coming from that place. I have nieces and nephews, but it's not the same. It's not the same type of love or emotion or feeling of trying to protect them and keep them safe. In regards to being cheated on in a relationship and trying to keep a relationship together despite the infidelity and trying to be forgiving, no, that's just me in general, and I clearly think a lot of women can relate to that. But as far as being a mom, as far as approaching another, I don't want to say because that's going to give things away either, so I'm not going to say that. I would say 50-50. There were some difficult things that I battled with that I actually got to sit with some of the producers and the director with, to try to come to grips with and understand their writing and their perception of it. Because I was like, she's getting on my nerves. She nags. She's overly emotional. I'm like, golly, I would cheat on her too. I said that a couple of times on set. I'm like, can we rewrite her? Because I want her to be likable. And right now, everybody's going to be like, listen, I can see why she's getting cheated on. She's a headache. But we all made the adjustments, so it ended up working out in a place where I was able to connect with her.
Right.
A little bit easier.
So of course there are going to be many Secret Jenkins watching the movie. What message do you want them to walk away with?
Family over everything.
Okay.
Definitely. But also, you have to remember, there's no penis big enough in this world, nor is there enough love in this world to make you sacrifice your mental health or your physical health or the mental and physical health of your children. And if the best thing to do is to walk away from an unhealthy situation, if that's the best thing to do, then that's the best thing to do. Don't always hang on to something just because you have so much history or because you want to be able to say you have a husband and a man. Because sometimes the best thing for those children and the best thing for you is to walk away from that situation.
Right.
But if you can resolve, if you can forgive, if you can make things stronger, then by all means, you have to exhaust all possibilities.
Okay. And Mr. Lee, how was it making sure that these characters were portrayed exactly how it came to your eye?
Well, I think, first of all, the movie came from a book, so the characters were already kind of created. They already kind of had, a world that we were pretty much trying to take from a book and make it into a film, but kind of give it a little bit of a different storyline to where, it would be relatable for all. I think when you watch a movie, you want to feel like, you either see a piece of yourself in it, you relate to something the character's going through, or you've heard the story before, as a third party, somebody, listening to a friend talking. So I think, the number one was for it to be relatable, but then it's for it also to be, characters that the actors that we hire, feel connected to, live into and, become that person for pre-production, and during production.
Right.
I think that's always, the first thing you want to do is to create characters that are real and relatable.
Okay. So, as from the director's perspective, how do you want the viewers to walk away from the movie?
I want them to feel like, first of all, I want them to like the movie, but I want, the viewers to be able to feel like they can like one of the characters or understand what one of the characters is going through or understand the overall story, and maybe might help them make a better decision in life or give somebody some type of advice to help them make a better decision in life. But I feel like everybody's love scenarios are different. Everybody's family scenarios are different. Everybody, what they go through is different, but if this can give you some kind of insight of how to, handle it, how to forgive it, how, still, to want to put all the pieces back together, no matter how bad it can get. And I think any kind of positive influence is what I want to take away from the movie ultimately.
Okay. So, of course, the movie's.
You understand that?
Yeah, I definitely understood it. So, question. Of course, the movie's called Secrets. Were there any off-camera secrets that didn't make it to the camera?
Yeah.
I guess kind of. There was a couple things that didn't make it to the camera. A couple things that didn't make it to the camera.
A couple of arguments, a couple of meltdowns, a couple of secret conversations.
I just think, things that happen on any production. There's always a learning experience. You pretty much live with these people for 2 months.
Right.
And even with producers, people who weren't in the movie, we've been, in the mix with them, for 6 months prior to that. So, it's definitely a learning experience, getting to learn new people that you haven't been around. A lot of the actors, I met for the first time. They just embraced me and, understood the vision and were willing to come along for the vision. You know what I'm saying? And
he paid me.
They were, luckily they were able to build a lot of trust in me. Being the fly guy I am.
Right.
They were convinced to use a little bit of charm, stuff like that, to convince them that this is a meaningful project and that we'll have a good time making the movie. Eventually.
Okay.
I think that's also a difference between holding on to a secret from another person and actually allowing someone to confide in you.
Okay.
I think the intent and the perception. I think that makes a huge difference.
Okay. So I'm glad you mentioned that because I want to play a game with you too. It's called Tell or Don't Tell. So I'm going to give you a few scenarios, and you tell me if you'll tell or don't tell. Okay?
I might be bad at this. I'm a very transparent person. I'll be like, tell everything.
Okay, so your best friend's significant other is cheating. Tell or don't tell?
Tell.
Your best friend's significant other?
Hell yeah, that's my best friend. She or he gotta know.
Okay.
Some people don't want to know, but I would tell.
No.
Okay.
She's a messenger, but you can't. But here's the thing: I feel like I've been in both situations where I lost a friend because I told her what her man was doing, and that I walked away with a clear conscience because at the end of the day, I did what I was supposed to do as a friend. But then I've also been in a position where I said, you know what? Because I was already in this situation, I'm not going to say anything. When my friend found out I knew and didn't say anything, she was even more mad, and I had a guilty conscience because it was like, listen, people think that cheating is just an emotional detriment. It can be physical. You're putting someone's health at risk. I mean, people are still out here dying from HIV, and people are out here suffering with herpes and other diseases. That's something else, you know?
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so you telling. All right. You witness your coworker taking something from work.
That don't got nothing to do with it.
What'd you say? Is a coworker doing what?
Taking something from work.
That's
I'm gonna be honest. I think it depends on the work. Because if it's a job, like if you was working at a restaurant and she's taking the ketchup home, I'll take some ketchup home too. But if it's like embezzling money or funds that's going to later on affect me in my career and I lose my job and it affects whether or not I have a career or a future or my family can't eat, I'm tough.
That's different.
But he said coworker took something from her.
Okay. So how about this? We're gonna do
I think.
So y'all. Okay. So let's do another scenario with a coworker. So you and a coworker are working on a project, and the coworker calls out sick, but you catch them out. Are you telling or not telling?
No, I'm not telling them. I'm making a sick day.
Yeah, everybody gets a sick day. Everybody has to cover the other person at some point. You know, whatever it is. You know.
Okay. You see someone switching price tags in a store. Tell or no tell?
None of my business.
Okay. Your a younger family member has stolen something and they only tell you. Are you telling or you gonna keep it?
I think for me it depends on what they stole and if it's
Who they stole it from.
Right. If they stole it from my mama, I'm not only telling, I'm whooping your ass.
Okay.
You don't steal nothing, I'm mama.
All right. So you're.
I would probably advise them not to do it again, but other than that, I have a personal conversation with them. But yeah, depending on where they took it from or anything like that, you know, they got to look at that. I try to guide him so that he doesn't make the right decision next time. Or fix the situation and fix it.
Okay. Your friend is about to cheat. Tell or don't tell?
My friend is about to cheat?
Mm-hmm.
No, I would have a conversation with them. That's my friend. Now, if they're cheating with somebody else who's another friend, I still wouldn't say anything. I would have a conversation.
All right, and this is.
If they're about to and they haven't done it yet, then we have to have an intervention, some kind of conversation.
Okay. So it sounds like y'all heads in the right place. So pretty much y'all can hold it whether it's good, and hopefully if it's bad, then maybe you'll give them better advice. So the movie comes out tomorrow. If you can give them a quick synopsis really quick, what can you let everybody know what they're going to be tuning into tomorrow?
A really good romantic drama about a man who is kind of on the fence, you know, has to make the right decision. And you just gotta figure it out. You know, some people make the right decisions, and when they lose things and there's consequences, you know, they have to figure out how to get that back if they can get it back. If the decision they made was worth it. So it's definitely a life lesson. They're gonna see a story that's a real life lesson that a lot of people can see.
Okay.
I don't know who said it. I can't remember who said it or where the quote came from, but I do remember a quote about the only thing you can resist is temptation. And I think that this movie is all around with everyone. I think this is about trying to resist temptation. And when that fails, how you handle the situation. And that's for everybody. Every single person in this film, whether it's the temptation of being with someone else, the temptation of snitching on someone, the temptation of spying on someone, the temptation of making the situation right. I mean, this movie is all about temptation. And
whether it's financial advancement,
right,
you know.
All about temptation and how you handle it in your best and worst state.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was Denise Lawton, who plays Secret Jenkins. And that was director extraordinaire, Mr. Juwan Lee, director of Secrets, which is hitting BET tomorrow, 8 p.m. I'm pretty sure y'all going to be tuned in because I'm going to be tuned in. Please let them know where they can follow you guys at.
I am at Denise Lawton, DENYCELAWTON on everything.
At JWeezyBC, JWHEEZY_BC on Instagram. That's pretty much the only place I'm at.
Perfect. Now you just...
People got the hyphens, the colons, the exclamation marks.
Denise, you just said everything. Where you from?
One of a kind.
I am from the DMV metropolitan area.
I knew it.
Not this movie.
I knew it.
You could hear the area in me.
I hear it, and I'm listening. I'm like, she sound like hear each word she's saying.
She ain't been there in 10 years.
Yeah, that's not true. Shout out to Largo High School, Largo Lions. Woo-woo.
Hey. Well, I thank you guys so much.
Very Farms too. How you doing, Very Farms?
Hey, please shout them out.
Yes.
Well, I thank you guys again for allowing us to talk to you guys, and we're excited to see the greatness tomorrow, and we're looking forward for much more success for the movie Secrets and for future projects you guys have to come.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
No problem.
Great question.
Thank you. You guys enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. You have a great weekend.
You
Have a great
too.
weekend as well.
All right.
It's a Secrets weekend.
Yes. Secrets Weekend. Hashtag Secrets Weekend.
Exactly.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was the cast of the new movie to hit BET Secrets. I hope you enjoyed tonight on BET, 8 p.m. Be there.